Hi, this is my response to discussion one, question set one. Um, how much of my education did I find beneficial to me? I would say around 50 to 60%. Early on in my education, I was kind of identified as a gifted student, but was never put on that track. So a lot of my time early on in elementary school was, spent kind of bored, messing around, getting into trouble, which kind of was not so great because I was able to get good grades, but without developing study skills that you kind of need to be successful later on in life. And it kind of came back to bite me in middle school and high school. But I would say, by that time, algebra and science, biology, chemistry, kind of learning the scientific method helped a lot in terms of just how to think about things. So that's when it started to be beneficial to me. I wasn't great in high school because I didn't develop certain skills, and so by the time I kind of you know went to my first round of college, it kind of didn't translate either. I didn't take it seriously. So, you know, education could be one of those things where, you kind of have to put, you know, you get out of it what you put in. And to be quite honest, I didn't put a lot into it when I was younger. So as I returned to college in my mid 20s, that's where I really got the breadth of what I find beneficial, and that was kind of higher level classes, writing research papers that directly helped me get my job that I have now, and kind of showed me that you need to have credible sources, a good method for doing things, and a well-rounded approach to analyzing issues. I work as a research assistant at the state capitol, and you really have to check your sources and make sure you're not spreading misinformation, which I guess people do there anyways. But that's another topic for another day. Um, so education is kind of what you make it out to be. Well, I guess we've all had classes that you're just kind of regurgitating information, and every once in a while I took a course like that where you just kind of had to get it for credit and get through with it. So I would say about 60%. I'm not trying to slam education, but my own experience is kind of unique. And what part of it was most impactful? I would say, like I said, writing and study skills that I developed in college. Being an online student for the majority of my college career, it really forced me to kind of hunker down, figure out good study skills and what works for me as a student, to kind of do what was required, and to just kind of learn that the work you do matters, and the quality matters, and that if you're going to put your name on something, it should be you should have given it your best shot. And I've had every once in a while you kind of run into that professor or instructor that kind of inspires you and opens doors up. So there have been a couple instructors like that I could say made a good impact on my life. So yeah, I would say kind of the writing, communication, building skills, and with the liberal arts education, or liberal studies communication. Sorry, I misspoke there. Um, kind of context through liberal studies education, kind of gives you a nice world view, and I think that's definitely helped my world outlook. Um, and finally, what do I hope to gain from my education? At this point, it's purely for employment. I'm going to be graduating in May, and I already kind of have a job. I'm a political science major, and I have the job that I want, and as a research assistant working in politics. So I'll get a nice pay bump, I guess, when I graduate. And really, I was fortunate to get that job without my college education being complete. And I think political jobs are fickle, so I think that by the time the representative I work before, decides to call it a day, it'll be much easier for me to find another job, having completed college. So that's all I got for now.